Dear students, in today's class we are going to learn a new concept called mutual induction. So in order to learn this mutual induction, we have to know two concepts that we learned before. See, in second chapter we learned that whenever a current passes through a conductor, what happens? It generates a magnetic field. So whenever a current passes through a conductor, it produces a magnetic field. Then, then we studied that whenever there is a change in the magnetic flux linked with this coil, an EMF will be induced in the coil. So whenever there is a change in magnetic flux linked with this coil, an EMF will be induced in the coil. So this phenomenon is known as electromagnetic induction. So if we combine electromagnetic induction and this phenomena, we will get a new concept called mutual induction. So in mutual induction, there are two coils. This coil is named as primary coil and this coil is named as secondary coil. So a coil to which we are supplying current is called primary coil, and the coil from which we will get induced EMF is named as secondary coil. So this is primary coil. The coil to which we are supplying current is called primary coil, and the coil from which we will get induced EMF is called secondary coil. This primary coil is connected to alternating source. So from this alternating source, this coil will get alternating current, and the secondary coil is connected to a galvanometer in order to detect the presence of induced current. So an alternating source is connected to the primary coil and a galvanometer is connected to the secondary coil. Now what happens when this alternating current passes through this coil? So what will happen on passing current through a coil? Yes, we know that on passing current through a coil, a magnetic field will be generated, right? But here we are passing an alternating current. So alternating current means a current that changes its direction at regular intervals of time. So when alternating current passes through a conductor, it will produce a varying magnetic field. Okay, so whenever an AC current passes through a conductor, it will produce a varying magnetic field. So on passing this AC through this primary coil, it will produce a varying magnetic field. And this secondary coil is placed in this varying magnetic field. So what will happen if the secondary coil is placed near to this first primary coil? Some of the magnetic fields of the primary coil will pass through the secondary coil, right? So this varying magnetic field will pass through this secondary coil. That means the magnetic field or the magnetic flux linked with this coil changes, because here the magnetic field produced by this primary coil is a varying magnetic field. So when this magnetic field passes through this secondary coil, what happens? Since it is a varying magnetic field, then the magnetic field associated with this each coil will be varying. That means the magnetic flux linked with this each coil will change. So whenever there is a change in magnetic flux linked with this coil changes, what happens? An induced EMF will be generated. That is why this galvanometer shows a deflection. So whenever an AC current passes through a coil, it produces a varying magnetic field, and this varying magnetic field causes a current or induced current in the secondary coil. So this phenomenon is known as mutual induction. Due to the presence of current in the primary coil, an induced EMF is generated in the secondary coil. So due to this coil generates induced EMF, and that is why this phenomenon is called mutual induction. So this phenomenon is known as mutual induction. Then what is mutual induction? It is the phenomenon by which a change of current in one coil causes an induced EMF in the another coil placed near to the first coil. So it is the phenomenon in which a change of current in the first coil causes an induced EMF in the second coil. So this phenomenon is called mutual induction. Suppose if we connect DC instead of AC, then there will not be any continuous induced current in the secondary coil, because we know that DC means direct current, a current that flows only in one direction. So this DC current will pass through this coil, and it will produce a magnetic field, but it is not a varying magnetic field. It is only a magnetic field. So since there is no change in magnetic flux in this coil, there will not be any induced current in the secondary coil. So only during switching on and switching off of the DC supply, there will be a current in the secondary coil. That is why AC is connected to this primary coil than DC. So AC is preferred to DC. And in this arrangement, only a few magnetic flux passes through the secondary coil. Only a portion of the magnetic flux passes through the secondary coil. But if we place these two coils on a common iron core, then what will happen? All the magnetic flux linked with this coil will pass through this secondary coil. That is why both primary coil and secondary coil are placed on a soft iron core, so that the magnetic flux generated by this primary coil will pass through this secondary coil. So all portion of this magnetic flux generated from the primary coil will pass through this secondary coil.